Hey guys, my name is Lacey. I've had dreads for about 20 months now, and I started taking them out in the middle of September. The reason for this is I'm having pretty bad postpartum hair loss. I had my second daughter in March, and it just wasn't getting better, so I decided to go ahead and remove them before things got too much worse. It was just making me feel really self conscious and losing confidence. And, each dread, you could see in between each one, the space in between each one was growing bigger and bigger because I was just losing more and more hair. And I felt that the dreads were just kind of weighing everything down and making the hair loss a little worse um, because you would normally shed about 100 hairs a day. And when you have dreads, they all just collect in each dread. And so over time, they get heavier and heavier. And they were especially heavy when they were wet, and I could just feel it pulling everywhere. And so, anyways, I just felt like it was time to let them go. So, I just wanted to share my method of combing them out. There's a myth that you can't comb out dreadlocks and or mature dreadlocks. And this is the third set I've combed out myself. The other two sets weren't very mature. But these are, very mature, and I also have curly hair, so that you know, adds to their maturity because they matured a little faster than somebody with straight hair. Um, so I just wanted to share my method on combing them out and let you know that it is possible. It is very time consuming. I started on September, I believe it was September 14th, and today is November 2nd, and I have 18 dreads left to comb out. So I also have two kids, so I can't, work on them every single day, all day long, which if I was able to do that, they'd probably be all out by now. But, I can only do like maybe half a one a day because it does take a long time just to comb out one. Um, but anyways, the easiest method that I have personally found is I soak the dread that I'm about to comb out in hot water, not damaging obviously, but hot enough to really kind of loosen things up. Um, and then I put Andalou um, leave-in conditioner, which this is probably coming up backwards on the computer. Sorry. Um, and then after the conditioner, I put on coconut oil, and then I just start to comb out with a safety pin and just, working each knot out. And then once I get things loosened up with the safety pin, I'll go in with a rat tail comb and comb, you know, things out. And I continue to spray with water because it's easier for me personally. I know that some people say not to comb your hair or comb out dreads while they're wet because it can be damaging to hair. I don't know if that's true. I personally am I'm pretty gentle on my hair. I don't just rip through it. I take it one knot at a time, so I'm not real worried about breakage. Um, I know that there is going to be some breakage just because, you're combing out dreads. But if you can be just kind of gentle, it should be okay to do it wet. On the really tough dreads that I am just not getting anywhere with, I will put this on. It's John Masters Organics Lavender and Avocado Intensive Conditioner, and that really really loosens things up and makes things smooth, so I can get some tangles out. So I keep reapplying the coconut oil as I'm brushing and removing knots and everything, and just try to keep it real moisturized and conditioned. And then after the dreadlock is out, I usually braid it. I have some braids still in. at least for a few days, and I put a bunch of leave-in conditioner on and coconut oil, and then I braid it just to kind of chill the hair out because the hair is going to be really frizzy and crazy after coming out of the dreadlock. Um, the other thing I want to mention is that they, because your dreads collect hair on a daily basis, all your shed hair, they get a ton of hair coming out of them when you're combing them out. And a lot of people freak out that they're losing hair, that they're breaking their hair off, and it's not that. As long as you're not ripping through your dreads and everything, you're probably doing fine. Um, but that is something to be aware of because you are going to get massive amounts of hair coming out. It also depends on how long you've had your dreads. If you've had them for a while, the longer you've had them, the more hair is going to come out. So be aware of that. I personally am collecting the hair and then I'm setting it outside for birds to make nests out of. So anyways, yes, I'm going to go wet this one and then I'll show you up close exactly how I do the whole process. I did quite a bit of this one. As you can see, this one started out this short with a nice thick little bottom to it, just like this one, and now it gained quite a bit of length. You can see where that one ended. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully that gave you enough information to play with, and I hope that if you are taking out your dreadlocks that it's an easy and relatively fast process.